welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. The Tamil Nadu government unveiled its yearly budget, dubbed the Great Tamil Dream, with the tagline Beyond Barriers and Towards Development. The budget's highlights include the allocation of 2,500 crores for education loans and more than 3,000 crore rupees for school education. The budget also promised that by 2030, 8,000 concrete homes would be constructed through government initiatives. Chennai, the largest city in Tamil Nadu, would get a makeover, and its roads would be upgraded at a cost of 800 crore rupees. The budget also included 500 crores for the upkeep of the state's almost 5,000 lakes. Actor Kamal Haasan has said, within days he will name his political ally in the upcoming Indian general election. There's speculation that the actor is most likely to go with Tamil Nadu's governing DMK party. Reports said his MNM party, which was founded just 6 years ago, might be handed a single parliamentary seat by its ally. Reports said Kamal Haasan was expected to meet with Chief Minister M.K. Stalin after the budget session of the state legislature. In the state election in 2021, the actor narrowly lost his first ever electoral fight to the BJP, and his party failed to record a win elsewhere in the state.
இன்னும் 2 நாள்ல உங்களை சந்திக்க வேண்டியிருக்கேன். நல்ல செய்திகளுடன் உங்களை சந்திக்கிறேன். இப்போதைக்கு அதான் செய்தி. ஏன்னா நான் கொண்டு வரல செய்தி இங்கேருந்து தான் உருவாக்கப்படணும். அதை நான் பேசிட்டு உங்களுக்கு நான் 2 நாளில் உங்களை எல்லாரையும் மீண்டும் சந்திக்கும் நல்ல வாய்ப்புகள் ஏற்படும் என்று நான் நம்புகிறேன்.
நாடாளுமன்ற தேர்தல் பணிகள்லாம் எப்படி சார்
நல்லா நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. நல்லா நடக்குது.
கூட்டணி கட்சி
அதான் 2 நாளில் சொல்கிறேங்கிறேன்.
The Supreme Court has ruled that Anil Masi, the officer who presided over the mayor's election in Chandigarh, should be prosecuted and ordered him to appear before the court on Tuesday. Manoj Sonkar of the BJP resigned as mayor of Chandigarh on Sunday. In January, he emerged victorious in the elections after 8 votes cast by members of the India bloc were declared invalid. The Congress party and its ally AAP had said the presiding officer had tampered with the ballot papers. The charge was denied by the BJP. The court also said 3 AAP councillors who switched to the BJP recently, described as horse trading, was a serious matter. Authorities have issued a deadline to some of India's leading airlines to expedite luggage delivery to travelers at the airport. According to the Civil Aviation Ministry, travelers should have their bags within 30 minutes after landing, and the rule takes effect from February 26th. It also stated that after the plane's engine cuts off, the first suitcase shall be placed on the luggage belt within 10 minutes. The issue of delayed baggage delivery has been a growing concern at India's airports. According to reports, the Aviation Ministry tracked how long it took for travelers' bags to be delivered at 6 major airports. The operations of 7 airlines involving over 3,600 flights were involved in the survey. Reports from Uttar Pradesh say the Samajwadi Party, a member of the India bloc, is willing to share just 15 seats with the Congress party in the state. The state has the largest share of seats in India's parliament. In the election in 2019, the Congress managed to win just 1 seat in its poor show across the Hindi heartland, which is a cluster of Hindi-speaking states. According to reports, there was some progress in the 4th round of talks between the farmers and government representatives in Chandigarh. The government has stated that it will purchase cotton, maize and pulses from Punjabi farmers at the minimum support price for the next 5 years. The term MSP is a price set by the government to shield farmers from sharp drops in agricultural rates and protects them from losses and serves as a safety net. The talks come as farmers massed around Delhi for a march to draw attention to their demands, which forced authorities to scramble and seal the city. Reports say the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, has ignored summons for the 6th time in the liquor policy investigation. His Aam Aadmi Party has said the notices are illegal and the Enforcement Directorate should wait until the court decides on the matter. The party also said the notices were a plot to arrest Kejriwal before the general elections. The investigator sought the court's intervention on a complaint that the Chief Minister was not cooperating with its investigation. According to reports, the investigation had found that the Delhi government's liquor policy was allegedly altered to favor big liquor companies. Delhi's former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia and a lawmaker from AAP Sanjay Singh have been already arrested in the investigation. Fresh snowfall was seen in Poonch district in Jammu and Kashmir region as the weather service forecast heavier snow in the higher divisions of the valley over the next 3 days. Authorities have closed several routes, which caused traffic disruption in the area. The weather office also said minimum temperature in Srinagar will hit 3 degrees Celsius and the maximum could hover around 8 degrees. Parts of the picturesque Jammu and Kashmir area have been seeing snowfall over the past month, but it arrived weeks later than the usual time. Snowfall also sees a rise in visitors to the region, which brings cheer to businesses that are entirely dependent on tourists, both domestic and those arriving from outside India. Oppenheimer was the biggest winner at the BAFTA Awards, and Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., and director Christopher Nolan were all recognized for their contributions. For his portrayal of J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb, Murphy was awarded Best Actor, and Downey Jr. took home the Best Supporting Actor award. It swept 7 BAFTAs, including Best Film. 5 were won by Poor Things, with Emma Stone taking home the Best Actress award. In the steampunk fantasy, Stone won a second career BAFTA for her performance as a British woman who is reanimated after receiving a baby's brain. Davine Joy Randolph won Best Supporting Actress for The Holdovers. There's speculation that in 3 weeks, Oppenheimer and the other winners might repeat their victories at the Oscars. US and UK ambassadors to Russia paid tributes to opposition leader Alexei Navalny, who died on Friday in prison. At a memorial in Moscow, US Ambassador Lynn Tracy and British Ambassador Nigel Casey were seen paying their condolences. According to Navalny's aides, Russian President Vladimir Putin is thought to be behind his assassination, as prison officials said he experienced what they described as a sudden death syndrome. Reports said about 400 arrests have been made after events were held for the campaigner. Images from the Solovetsky Stone, a memorial to political repression, has become a significant site for tributes for the 47-year-old. Although the Russian president has not made a public statement, the Kremlin announced that he was aware of Navalny's death. Israel has denounced the president of Brazil for allegedly comparing Israel's conduct in Gaza to the Holocaust and accusing Israel of committing genocide there. Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva said, Israel's war operation is pitted against women and children and a highly prepared army. Israel claims that it is striving to destroy Hamas and bring back the hostages that the militant group kidnapped in October. Speaking at the African Union conference in Ethiopia, Lula said, there has never been anything like what is happening to the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip, and compared it to the extermination of the Jewish population by Hitler. Lula also criticized Hamas when it attacked Israel and killed over 1,200 Israelis in October. The Israeli War Cabinet has threatened to start an offensive in Rafah unless Hamas releases all captives held in Gaza by March 10th, when the Islamic holy month of Ramadan begins. For the first time, Israel has stated when it would send troops into the congested southern metropolis. Around 1.5 million Palestinians are seeking refuge in Rafah, and there is mounting international opposition to such an attack. Prior to this, the UN Public Health Organization announced that an Israeli raid had caused a major hospital in Gaza to close. Egypt and other Arab nations have said an operation in Rafah is unacceptable, and Saudi Arabia warned of very serious consequences if the city is stormed. After being granted parole, Thaksin Shinawatra, the former Prime Minister of Thailand, has arrived at his residence in Bangkok. After spending a year in prison for corruption and power abuse, the billionaire was released from a police hospital. Following his 15-year self-imposed exile, 74-year-old Thaksin was arrested as soon as he arrived back in Thailand in August last year. He claimed to have health issues, and he did not spend a single night in jail. Within days of Thaksin's return from exile, Thailand's king shortened his 8-year prison sentence to 1 year. Many Thais have criticized the case's handling, claiming that the wealthy and powerful frequently receive preferential treatment. According to Thai authorities, Thaksin's age and health problems made him eligible for parole. According to government data, China's Lunar New Year tourism spending has exceeded pre-COVID levels. Government estimates show that domestic tourism spending reached over $87 billion, or 47% more than over the same vacation period last year. The festivities take place after years of pandemic lockdowns and restrictions, which were ended in early 2023. The world's largest annual migration occurs over the festival, which is known in China as the Spring Festival. Every year, hundreds of millions of Chinese people travel back to their hometowns to see relatives or engage in sightseeing. Tourism industry took a major hit when events were cancelled and travel was prohibited during the pandemic. In terms of foreign direct investment, it dropped to its lowest point since 1993. Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.